Okay, welcome back everyone. My name is Shieldmaiden and today we are resuming our playthrough of the Banner Saga. So in our last episode, which was way too long ago, I apologize, we are playing as the Varl, the giant lake race, and we have been asked by the governor to help him out as the humans have been attacking his town, and we were also recruited by his steward Eric to go down to the market and figure out where the rest of the enemies fled to after that whole throwdown in the governor's long haul. So let's see. I'm going to highlight the market tent, and we're going to go visit the merchant. Okay, let me handle this. You meander through rows of open-faced houses and eroded stalls. Colored canvases flap on a briny current. One man in particular blanches as you approach. Had, I'm not in the mood today. For what? Talking to an idiot. The Scalfing's chieftain bled out about an hour ago, Had. So when you tell me what rat anus... oh, language, sir. Okay, the rest of them crawled back into, no one's going to try to kill you this time. They don't talk to me. Liar. Eric needs some help here? I don't have the patience for this, say nothing. I know you said you'd handle this, but do you need some help? I've had a change of heart. I hope you do give us a hard time. Had sweats visibly, fumbling with some dirty trinkets on his table. Wait, just buy one of these. If everybody thinks I'm getting worked over every week, how am I supposed to know much? Just a little food money, yeah? Intimidate him, pay him, do nothing. Let's pay him. You toss a sliver of silver on the table. Both men look at you with surprise. Had gestures meekly to a variety of junk from his stall. Take whatever you'd like. Only thing I'd like is the name of a place. Nobleman, up by East Wall, but that was months ago, last I know. Had skulks away with a wave of Eric's hand, gathering things from his hovel. Disappearing for a while until this blows over, you figure. Your bodyguard steps forward. Hey! You're cool. Are we done here? Gunnolf, were you wearing green back at the Great Hall? No, just spot them while you were walking around. Why? You look like a frog. No reason. They look good. You look like a frog. Better than an eggplant. Oi, who are you calling an eggplant? Gunnolf goes off to look at more stalls. I like you already. Eric, that man of yours seemed unreliable at best. A blind dog wouldn't trust Had, but he used to be scalping. If they're licking their wounds, they've probably gone to old haunts, not new ones. Nobleman is a Mead Hall? Best I can tell, the name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of these scowls in the ground. I'm going to find him. I'll meet you there. Should we have an approach? Where is this place again? After this, I'm done here. We know where the place is. But yeah, shouldn't we have a plan? What a luxury. Come on, you've already mopped up worse today. Okay. Just make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual tithe. I'll remind him. Alright. Okay, well, with all of that said and done, let's get to the mead house. You arrive in front of what must be noblemen. A few minutes later, Eric appears with a weather-beaten man introduced as Valgard. I'll point them out, Eric says over his shoulder. Ready? Let's get it over with. You're walking through the front door. I'd rather sit this one out. You're walking through the front door? They ran to a mead house, says Valgard. I'll be surprised if they can stand up straight right now. Okay, here we go. Woo. Valgard boots the front door open so hard it won't close again without repair. As you enter the hall, Eric is already at the head of a table, his axe drawn. Wide-eyed, drunken scalpings scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and mead steins in the process. Here we go! Alright. Let's see. Quickly look around. Ooh, okay. Alright. Not bad. There's more of them than there are of us, but we're bigger. So, I think we're ready. Battle! I was hoping for a bigger fight than this. Look at them. It's gonna be butchery. Yep. Okay, so Valgard's starting us off. Let's see. I don't want these guys to swarm him if he's in the lead. So let's take it slow. Let's go maybe here? Let's go here, see what happens. And we're gonna wait. Okay, that went better than I thought actually. Eric, where's the... Rally, attack, and oh, we're not in range. Let's see. Rally gives willpower to allies at any range. Oh, sweet. Okay. Oh. Hey. Okay, now I can see their armor and their health. Awesome. And how much willpower they have. Great. Okay. Oh, come back. Let's give it to Gunnolf here. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Let's see. And let's go... I don't want to block Gunnolf because he needs the 4 spaces worth of tiles like this guy does, so... Let's move over here. And we can team up with Valgard. And over here... Let's see, are you in range of the You are just out of range of the Tempest. Okay, that's fine. We'll just end the turn there. Ow. 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 I don't think so. No. You, yes. There we go. Oh! Ow, just rammed right through us. Okay, attack. Okay, perfect. Go. Alright. Let's see. Don't think... Gonna have you go over here, and I'll have you attack. Okay. Oh, the leader. Ow. 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 Okay, okay, stop. Okay, so let's see. Tempest. Strike adjacent enemies in a spin attack. I don't think I want to waste the willpower on that because there's only just one of them, so there you go. Pillage! Oh. Okay, do you have enough can you attack him? Alright, let's use some willpower, get him down to 1 point, And Eric, you have the honor of delivering the final blow. Have at it. Woo! Alright, not bad. Victory! The foes lying dead at your feet would regret ever crossing your path. It doesn't matter. We got promoted. And we got 9+ renown. Very exciting. There they are. Gods be damned, I've got to go wash off this blood. Eric is looking out the hall's windows onto the bay. A fleet of long ships approach with sails of bold reds and blues. One banner I know well, Wagner. Next for Varl kingship last we spoke. The other flag? Looks important. Yeah, important guess. See what I deal with all day long? Ah, things make a little more sense. You hoped I'd have a stake in saying everything's fine here when the royal guests arrived. Not me, the governor. Oh. Now I have to make sure there are no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the Great Hall before they come by. Can I ask one more favor? No, Eric, I've done enough already. What is it? You chilled in the background for during that blast battle. I mean, at best we're a diplomat. So, yeah, we can do one other thing because it's not like we as an Ubben are really doing much fighting. What is it? If you happen to stall our guests down on the docks, I wouldn't object. Maybe I will. Eric and Valgard hustle from the Mead house. To his credit, Eric tosses the barkeep a spar of silver for the mess. You give an apologetic shrug and go to greet the new arrivals down at the docks. Alright. Oh, here they come. Look at that fleet. Okay. Oh, and look at the Varl with the humans. Oh, I love the height difference. That's so cool. I just love that little... I just love the details in this game. There's so much to look at. Alright, let's go down to the docks and see what's what. Wagner. A familiar Varl steps onto the docks. In your mind, you recall a much younger version tramping the halls of Grofheim, abundant in purpose. God, Zubin, you're looking ancient. Comes with being old. And if there is Wagner, there must be Hakon. Must there? E. I like these guys. They're alright. Still bleeding tributes from the poor and stupid old yaks? At what age do you lose a sense of shame? It's nice to see you too. Jorundur demands it. I'll take that over lingering to death in Grofheim. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from home. Just returned from Arborang, in fact. And glad for it. I can't see up in the way. There you go. Okay. Hakon motions to the other ships in the bay, sails still fluttering. Golden wolf head emblazoned on red. The king of men, or someone on his behalf. The king's whelp. The king's son, Ludden. Do you know Scrivener? We visit his capital, he visits ours. That's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time. Yes, Hakon has it. I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Hakon. Then you're going to Grafheim? I have the distinct feeling I finished my business in Strand and was heading there myself. We should caravan. We should. Give it a day. In better circumstances, I'd drink a week away, but let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. What he is trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. Where is Mogar? Hakon, have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading up to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few. Others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Mogar. See you in the morning, Scrivener. I'll be along. The young prince of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Lydon looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. The long road back to Grafheim should be more interesting than most years, you think? Charming. Okay. Let's see. Weariness suddenly settles in, and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it has been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Wagner's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hakan, or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. Okay, so now we can chat. I don't want to go to the Great Hall yet, because I think if you do that, that ends your day, and you start on the road. So let's see, we can meet the prince, we can have a drink with an old friend. I guess we should get formalities out of the way. So, and real quick, scrivener, for those of you who may not know, is an old word from Middle English, and it basically just, it means scribe now, what we would know as scribe, but it can also mean like a clerk or a notary. So, just some cool, a cool little linguistic lesson. So anyways, let's go meet, let's go meet Lydon before I get carried away. Is this the right place? You find the prince at an inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed Varl who must be working for Lydon. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Lydon. Yes, you're with Wagner? I don't remember you. Not exactly. I've known Wagner a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grafheim with my guards. Lydon looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't react. Why? I work for the king, carrying tithes to the capital. We crossed by chance. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. What do you want? Okay. Well, this is off to a great start. Just to introduce myself, I hope to learn more about you. I have a habit of recording history. I thought we might talk about your visit. Ooh, yeah, let's do that. A Varl historian. Don't you already know? Your king and mine have both have been practically trumpeting it throughout the cities. I've been on the road a while, I'm afraid. Lydon takes a deep sigh. Whether tired or ungracious, you aren't certain. Maybe both. A formality, mostly. Wagner came to our capital in Arberang, and now we go to the Varl's capital in Grafheim to cement this grand alliance for the next age of men and Varl. You sound unconvinced. There's no need for it, and it's damned cold up there. You get the sense he's struggling not to complain outright. You take the opportunity to excuse yourself. Okay. Well, that went about as well as I expected. Okay, let's go get a drink. Scrivener. You find Hakan in a mead house surrounded by other Varl. Strand is no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees this many. Hakan waves you over. Went straight for a flagon? Wagner's the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble. No surprise. What this time? When I got here, the Great Hall was already full of bodies. We added a few more. Ha! Humans. I guess if I only lived as long as a Yoxfart, I might be desperate to make something of myself too. It's not too late to start trying, Hakan. Hakan let slip a low chuckle. Any Varl could recount his deeds, known as he is for cutting a swath through Dredge at Wagner's side in the Second War, and regularly since then. Down here I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point. Just another reason to get back to Grafheim. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the mead house becomes overbearing, then step back into the cool air outside. Okay. Well, there's nothing left to do now except, I think, sleep and find out what's going on the next day. Okay, so 1 supplies. -1. Okay. At dawn, you're awoken by a delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with the sun that never moves. The governor's crest adorns the supply leathers. All there, just as promised, to your mild surprise. You wonder if Eric had anything to do with that. Probably. Plus 20 renown. Your guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Wagner is already here. A while later, Ludin and his men appear, groggy and disheveled. Mulger steps forward. Wagner's quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart. Well, there's only one option. We're ready. You follow Mulger and join the others. Usually the smaller doors set into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort. Just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strand well as a whole, you think. Okay. Oh. Alright. So we are officially hitting the road with our caravan. Leaving Strand and making our way to Grafheim. 6 supplies, moral declined, as is the way. Okay. The caravan stops for the day. A gift, says Mulger, cracking open mead casks. From our gracious friend, the governor of Strand. Hours pass with raucous? That word always trips me up. With raucous laughter as the mead is passed throughout camp. Drink a little, drink a lot. Toast to Wagner. Yeah, let's do a toast to Wagner. Maybe it'll cheer some people up. You raise your drink, toasting the alliance between Man and Varl. The others join in. Ludin's expression is like a stone wall, but the others laugh at your exaggerations. Eventually you sit down beside Wagner. So we can chat, we can drink merrily, or we can go easy on the drink. Let's chat. Thanks for the speech, slurs Wagner. Yeah, don't mention it. Alright, looks like you didn't have to miss out after all. Thanks to Mulger. I thought the damned governor would never shut up. Did he give you the history of his entire family? He tried. Then he asked me to clean up his mess. For your benefit, turns out. I'd have given the job to you too. It's fine if I mess up, he's drunk. Gods, there's no joy in politics. Speaking of, what happens after this business with Ludin? Hopefully the boy goes back to Arberang on his own, and I can take out some frustration on Dredge or something. It's starting to sound like Haken. You don't like the life of a diplomat? Don't you miss the fight, Evan? You down your meat instead of replying. Wagner slouches and shakes his head. There's no great joy in killing Dredge, but pretty sure this nonsense is some scheme between the two kings to force some kind of lineage. Used to be, warriors would follow you for what you'd done. Isn't that why they follow you now? Is it? Or is it because I'm the next in line? These lines are getting muddy, old Varl. They have always been muddy, Wagner. Wagner stares into the campfire, lost in thought. You leave him to it. You rise groggily, the campsite a casualty of merriment. Mulger is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Ludin stalking your direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies. Better wake up, you nudge Wagner. You're needed. Okay. Ah, it's Ludin. Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Wagner releases a caged yawn and receives a hard-eyed stare in return. How long to Grafheim? We're only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map. Ooh, maps. I love maps. This is the map of the world. We can explore with R and zooming with RS and R. Okay, cool. Yep, wait. Ah, no, up, up, up. Okay. The location of your caravan is indicated here by Ubin's icon. Okay. The world map is covered with many locations and holds much lore. You can explore the map at any time, selecting locations with LB, RB, or L and press A for more info. Okay. So, let's check out some of this lore. So we left Strand. As close as anything comes to a bastion of racial tolerance, both men and Varl compete to scratch out a living in this, the biggest trade city along the west coast. Many people still believe the god Dengler still watches over it, granting good fortune. Okay, cool. And see, when you're finished researching the world map, press B to return to travel or to camp. So now it looks like we're kind of like here, the Wandering Road, and the last gate. What's this? The crossing of the small bridge leading from Vetterfell onto the Wandering Road marked a small but significant moment in which the Varl truly separated itself from humanity in search of their own lands. And the Wandering Road. At the end of the First Great War, the Varl had more to contend with than mankind to the south. Above the Bradabreck peaks, the lands crawled with furious, war-minded Dredge. The first Varl king, Einar, led the entire Varl race across the snowy fields of the Wandering Road, sweeping away Dredge as they went, before forming the first Varl kingdom at Einartoft. Okay, so that's where we are now. And we're going towards Grofheim, which is all the way up here. Let's see. The last home of the Varl and seat of their power, founded by Arnfinnr, the second Varl king. Though the Varl had moved around a lot, most consider Grofheim their capital. The deeds of Varl are honored here, and all warriors of worth are buried at the foot of the two spears, where they are said to become part of the Varl's march itself. Cool. There's so much to explore. I think what I'm gonna do is, as we travel the map, we'll kind of see like where we are and read the different lore. So, okay. Wow, this is really a stunning map. There's so... wow. Wow. Okay, okay. Alright, back. We head north, then east, past the forts. Grofheim's far from Strand. Going to be a long march. You should have drank last night, Lydon. Why not take the ships to Skirmerstead? What's the point of marching? The Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year. It would tear up the longship. Too bad, though. We could have shown you all the wonders of Skirmerstead. A half-sunken city crawling with dredge prints. Dredge and glaciers. You like glaciers? Lydon exhales through the nose, a poor disguise for his contempt. He turns and bats aside the tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance. Don't poke the anthill, Wagner. He seems no happier to be here than you. Spend a few more days with the boy, old friend. You'll be looking for a tall cliff to hop off, too. Lydon's got a shorter wick than Hakon. Thanks, Wagner. Let's get moving. Another half day to Vetterfell if we're lucky. Okay. Oh, camp. Camp is where you manage your caravan. During travel, you can enter camp at any time by tapping the camp button on the travel HUD. While at camp or in towns, you can upgrade your allies or equip items in the hero's tent. You can pass time by using the rest tent. Resting will improve the caravan's morale. A high morale will reduce casualties in war and affect your willpower in combat. Each passing day will use supplies, so only rest when necessary. The training tent will allow you to safely try out any characters in a mock battle. Tap leave at the bottom of the campsite when you're ready to get back to the road. Okay. So we can do the hero's tent. I think we are going to explore the camp and rest a little bit in the next episode because we have reached the 30-minute mark. That was actually longer than I was intending, but because of the sort of horrible gap I had between the first episode and this episode, I wanted to go a little longer. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you in the next episode of the Banner Saga. Please consider leaving a like and hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell. And I will see you all soon. Bye now.